Welcome back to Power Decade. This space is for Christian women who lead, not hide, in the decade they were meant to step forward. In episode 1, we talked about midlife not being a crisis. It's a commissioning. Today, I want to go deeper into something I hear often. I feel lost. Strong women, capable women, faithful women, saying they feel lost in midlife. And I want to challenge that idea gently, but directly. Most Christian women in midlife are not lost. They are confronting misalignment. And Scripture gives us language for that. When someone says, I feel lost, what they often mean is, my roles are shifting. My identity feels unstable. What used to work doesn't anymore. I can't keep performing the same way. I feel exposed. Lost implies no direction. But as believers, we are not directionless. Proverbs 3 tells us that when we trust in the Lord and acknowledge Him, He directs our paths. So if God directs our paths, why does midlife feel destabilizing? Because midlife often exposes where we built identity around roles instead of calling. And when roles shift, we panic. That's not being lost. That's being untethered from borrowed identity. Let's talk about Hagar. Hagar runs into the wilderness in Genesis 16. She is displaced, overlooked, mistreated, uncertain. From the outside, it looks like collapse. But in the wilderness, God meets her. And He asks two powerful questions. Where have you come from? Where are you going? That question alone is a reset. Midlife often feels like wilderness. Not because God abandoned you, but because He removed the noise. Hagar calls Him the God who sees me. She was not lost. She was being realigned. Wilderness is not punishment. It is often preparation. Present day, when your life structure shifts, career, leadership, relationships, and it feels unstable, that may not be loss. It may be pruning. Let me make this practical. I recently learned that a company I once built at the highest level is now changing its name. Years ago, I watched that culture begin to shift. Compensation changed. Standards shifted. Leadership decisions signaled instability. I didn't leave in panic. I didn't leave in drama. I left because I saw misalignment. Proverbs says, the prudent see danger and take refuge. That's not fear. That's discernment. Many people stayed. Some because they hoped it would recover. Some because it was comfortable. Some because starting over felt hard. Eventually, compensation structures collapsed. Leaders left. Stability eroded. And now they're renaming the company. Here's the point. Midlife often brings you to a moment where you see clearly what you once ignored. In business, in relationships, in environments. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two walk together unless they agree?" Alignment matters. Staying somewhere that diminishes your accomplishments, lowers standards, or erodes integrity is not humility. It's misalignment. Leaving something that no longer aligns with your calling is not rebellion. It's stewardship. And stewardship becomes sharper in midlife. Ruth faced disruption. Widowed, uncertain, economically vulnerable. She did not have clarity. She had commitment. Where you go, I will go. She aligned before she understood. That matters. Many women say, when I feel clear, I'll move. But clarity often follows obedience. Ruth chose alignment, and alignment positioned her. Midlife is less about reinvention and more about recommitment. Esther had influence, but influence without courage is wasted. For such a time as this, midlife is not the season to shrink. It is often the season where experience matters, discernment sharpens, fear decreases, and standards rise. Esther did not feel brave first. She accepted the assignment. Lost is not the word. Unwilling is sometimes the word. But midlife gives you the chance to become willing again. If you feel lost, ask, where am I out of alignment? Where am I staying because it's familiar? Where have I confused comfort with calling? Choose one place. Realign there. Not emotionally, decisively. Clarity follows obedience. Midlife is not collapse. It is exposure. Exposure is mercy. Because you cannot realign what you refuse to examine. You are not lost. You are being invited back into alignment. This is Power Decade. We don't drift. We decide. We don't shrink. We steward. I'll see you in episode 3.